Welcome back to my channel, everyone. It's Tia here. I am here to help you trust your intuition and lead the life you love. Today in Trust Your Nudge, pick a card. What's going to happen is I want you to intuitively think of the letter that matches you. A, B, C, or D, okay? And what we're answering is a Trust Your Nudge for the week, right? What message you need to hear. So I want you to basically ask your guides and angels, which one is going to resonate with me? Or you can just kind of go with the one that pops into your head, right? So A, B, C, or D. So I'll put the intention here today that whatever is meant for you to hear, you will hear it, okay? So my guides and angels, for those who are watching this Trust Your Nudge, for those who pick pile A, any messages they need to hear in their highest good here. My guides, any messages, what is their message for the week? All right, Queen of Fire, Four of Earth, King of Water. Okay, fantastic. All right, we're just gonna do a little bit of clarity here as well. All right, my guides and angels, for pile A. All right. Okay. So you got the Queen of Fire, the Four of Earth, King of Water, roaming wild, confusion, resentment. So for some of you, this means setting yourself free, okay? This is talking about you really having the confidence, the desire to be exactly who you want to be. And a lot of this is also about you not being afraid to make decisions and not having to second guess yourself. So the interesting thing is when I get the Four of Earth, it's talking about, again, being a little bit cautious, not knowing if this is worth the money or not. King of Water is talking about how you naturally are compassionate and giving and generous, but you're just not sure where to put your time and energy. When I get roaming wild, confusion, resentment, there's a part of you that's like, how much to this situation can I possibly give? This could be a romantic situation, this could be work, but this is asking you, where do you feel the most radiant and the most incredible about yourself? And are you giving from a place of I should give or I want to give? Those are two different things, okay? Really understanding the energy behind the reason you're doing what you're doing is so pivotal and important here, you guys. So I just want you to think about that today. And honestly, when it says roaming wild, like there's a part of you that just wants to be completely open-hearted and just give without expecting anything back. But this is where a lot of times bitterness will come up if you don't have the correct boundaries about how much you actually give to a situation or a person. Again, you guys, this is literally even your resources, right? Your financial resources, your energy resources, your time, all the things that really indicate some form of energy giving, right? So I want you to really think about it. And this could be a person specifically who you're just like, look, I care about them, but I don't know how much I can possibly give here. Or it could even mean just like a job situation or a friend you're trying to help and support, but how much can you possibly even share with this person to the point where you don't want to get bitter or resentful and really have any kind of icky feelings, right? Again, this is really about being truthful in your energy. Again, when do you feel the most confident and amazing in the way that you are generous with people and situations? Do you feel like by doing this, you're trying to prove something, or are you doing it because you ultimately want to give? Really consider this. And when you give, do you have a set of boundaries for yourself that you are willing to give within? So you never find yourself at that bitter place. All right, so if you picked pile number A, that was for you. Pile B, letter B. All right, my guides and angels, for those who picked pile letter B, any messages they need to hear in their highest good for this week? Any messages here? The Magician, the Moon, Two of Air, King of Earth. All right, hold on, got a few we need to pull here. All right, my guides and angels, any messages here? Drifting, clinging, depth. Oh my God, okay. This is talking about a readiness, okay? Because when I get the Magician and the Moon, these are major arcana cards. This is talking about you're ready, you have the resources, go for it. But then there's fears that are coming up, right? Also, 2 of Air is showing mental anxiety, right? Like pretending there isn't an issue, pretending that you can't really make the decision, or being able to really look at it clearly, going back and forth in your head about it. King of Earth this is a card of saying like, this is going to be fruitful for you. This is going to cause stability and success and more opportunities being offered. This is the Midas touch. This is the part of you that would thrive doing this. So it's saying, again, look at your fears and look at your worries, but don't let them be the decision maker. When I get drifting, clinging in depth, again, 1 minute you're into this decision, the next you're not. The 1 minute you're like, I should do this, and then you don't. It's saying, look at the inner reason you wanted to do this, right? Look at the behind the anxiety, the behind the fear. Don't just make a decision because you're like, no, it's not going to work, or yes, for sure it's going to work. It's saying like, there's a reason fears are coming up. Have you looked at them? Yes, you have what it takes to do this. Yes, this is for you. But if you don't manage those feelings, you're going to keep drifting back and forth between I should do it or I shouldn't. I should do it or I shouldn't. Really understand what is your biggest fear. What's the worst that could happen, right? Really think about that, because oftentimes we will try and prevent the worst case scenario when the worst case scenario is actually really unlikely, right? I remember my sister told me once, she's like, her therapist said to her that really most of the time our fears never come true. Like statistically, it shows that I think it's like 90% of the time our fears don't ever actualize. So I just really want you to think about that. And I want you to think about, you know, where that fear comes from so that you can manage it. Because even if you do decide to make this decision that seems very much aligned, you're going to have this mental anxiety if you don't work through the feelings behind it, the reasoning behind it, the fear behind it. All right. So pile C, this message is for you. My guides and angels, any messages for those who picked pile C? This popped. Amazing. Guides, any messages here? I guess if you picked pile C, this message really is coming out for you. All right. 3 of water, the 10 of water, balance, beautiful. What a nice spread. I'll tell you exactly what that means in 1 second. Guides, any messages here? All right. Boundaries, limit, upheaval, letting go. Ooh, gotta talk about this. It's a little bit of a mixed message pile, so we're gonna talk about this. So if you picked pile C, it's saying what's the reality of a situation? Are you looking at it clearly? 3 of water is saying, you know, working with people that you align with. 10 of water is saying people that you know, are connected to, like making decisions that meet your bottom line pocket and your family's needs. And balance is saying like putting this energy back into yourself. You know, this is kind of showing me that ultimately you want to make these good decisions, but balancing your personal life, your relationships, your family with these decisions are huge. I got boundaries, limit, upheaval, letting go. It's talking about walking away from something where you're walking away from it because it's not allowing you the balance that you need. It's not allowing you to fill your cup. It's saying there's better timing for something, and that you don't want this to affect like your love of life, your joy, your family, your soul connections. For whatever reason, it's saying how much of this is really serving you anymore, and have you poured into your own cup at all? It's really important to manage this because you don't want to come on empty. Even if there's a goal that you really want, it's saying again, like be practical, be efficient, just like the Queen of Earth. Don't be somebody who's impulsive and really trying to make everything work and putting so much on your plate. It's really finding the balance. Remember why you decided to do this or are deciding to do this, and really walk away from something that just doesn't feel right anymore. It's okay. This seems to be more like a situation than it does a person. So a work situation, maybe a project, maybe something that is just kind of overstayed its due in your life that is just not feeding you anymore, right? So be mindful of this. Don't keep doing the same thing because you're in love with the history of it, right? Like don't sacrifice your face for your nose, right? Like that saying where it's like you got to make sure that you're looking at the full picture and you're not overdoing for the sake of the fact that you've already been working on this for a long time. It's been something you've done. Really be okay with moving forward when it no longer serves you, okay? All right. My guides and angels, this is for pile D. Any of you who picked pile D, any messages that you need to hear in your highest good? 6 of water, the Knight of Earth, the 2 of fire, and the Page of water. All right, pile D, here we go. All right, my guides and angels, I want some clarity on this as well for pile D. beginnings, unspoken, conflicted chemistry. All right. Right away, I'm getting some inner child stuff coming up. So this is talking about you balancing your feelings around a new beginning. This is talking more about a partnership with somebody that's more business related, not so much like romantic. It's saying that you may be having feelings about this new beginning that's coming up, but to know that it's okay to partner with this person. It's okay for you to trust yourself, trust your intuition, knowing the universe has your back. Page of Water is saying, like, again, these are new beginnings. Again, it's interesting because on one level, it is showing that this could be romantic and somebody who you work with. It could be either or, actually, because when I get Page of Water and beginnings underneath, it means that it could be just a new person entering your life who's supposed to help you with this next leg of your journey. Doesn't have to be romantic. But it's also indicating for some of you that this could be a romantic connection, but one of you or both of you is not really speaking up about how you feel. One of you is not sure. It's triggering some of your own insecurities and your feelings of worthiness. It's saying, again, these are feelings you need to work through, not necessarily an indicator that you guys shouldn't partner up business-wise or you guys shouldn't partner up romantic-wise. And there is something here that like feels exciting, right? But you're conflicted about it. So it's kind of just saying what part of you really wants to do this and what part of you have you really not shared. There's really an element here of where are you hiding yourself in some way? Are you trying to make sure you're not, being seen fully? Are you making sure that you aren't rejected so you're not sharing your fullness of who you are? Really, this is saying new beginnings are coming up, and it's important to understand, embrace, and trust the process with this person, especially this week. Let the feelings ride. You don't need to make any executive decision, but just trust that there's feelings coming up, and that if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If you guys are meant to work together or partner in some way, allow it to come up, okay? All right, you guys, thank you for showing up for today's video. Again, if you want more videos, please like and subscribe. Honestly, I'm also looking for some input. If you know that you want to see a certain topic or you want me to pull on a specific question, please leave it in the comments below or send me a message. I am here for it. I will see you guys next time.